This is Mohammed for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm at the home of Too Sharp at the Peacock Gym, joined by Denzel Bentley. Middleweight contender, fair way to describe you?
Yeah, that's fair. No longer a prospect, isn't it?
Definitely not a prospect, definitely not a prospect. But yeah, so in contention this year to go and bag some titles. Obviously, you've had the privilege of already doing that, but I'm sure you're hungry to get them back.
Yeah, 100%, man. Even hungrier, man. So that's the aim this year. Like you said, bag some titles and just get as far as I can this year.
Are you over it now? I know it's been a while since the Felix Cash loss, but is that in the past now truly for you? You over it, Denzel?
Yeah and no. Like, yeah, as in the sense of that it doesn't mess up my day. But no, in the sense of every time I think about it, it's like, nah, that's still more or less the last big thing I done. So I still need to, like, my last fight doesn't, help get over that loss. So it's like I need to just keep doing more. So I'm still hungry, I'm still on it, I'm still, working hard. I just need to do more than I did.
Well, you certainly look like the real Denzel Bentley in your last fight, and are you feeling that in the gym now?
Yeah, 100% feeling that in the gym. Like you just get your mind back a little bit, and it's like, hold on, like you're better than what you've been doing. So just crack on with it, get on with it, kind of thing. I just like to always, anytime there's a problem, I like to just kind of like push it to the side and just get on with what I'm doing. So like when I come to the gym, this is my happy place. Like I'm here to work, I'm here to learn. Whatever I got to do with, I deal with later. So whilst I'm here, I just use the time appropriately. I just soak it all up and just do what I need to do.
So what's the situation with you and Linus Udofia? I know the British board ordered that, so that looks like it'll go potentially to a purse bid situation?
Yeah, purse bids, I think 9th of Feb. Yeah, 9th of Feb purse bid, so just waiting on that, and then I know when I'm out. But either way, I'm training as if the fight's already been announced in March or whatever, so I guess depending on who wins the purse bids is when the fight will be. So right now, it doesn't really matter who wins it. To me, it's just as long as we can get it on, I'm happy with that. I'm in the gym, I'm working, so I'm good.
You've got to think of that as your next fight, because I don't see him pulling out, and you're saying you're not going to pull out of that. You're both going to go for it, so it's you and Linus.
Yeah. That's, for me, that's my next fight. Yeah. I can't speak for everyone, but that's my next fight for me, yeah.
How do you assess him as a fighter, Linus Udofia?
He's a good fighter, he's undefeated, former English champion. He's a good fighter, he's not bad.
Is that the perfect kind of fight that obviously you want to be in there with the top guys in the country and even beyond that, but after that loss you are going to have to kind of rebuild, and Linus isn't a massive name, but he's been on Sky a few times now. He's raising his profile, he's rated by hardcore boxing fans like yourself, so is that kind of the perfect fight for yourself? Would you say that's fair? Yeah,
no, it's a good fight, like you said, he's been on Sky a few times, so he's fairly known to the outside crowd, but the hardcore boxing fans that go to small hall shows and support small hall shows, they rate him, like you said. They see a lot of him. So, and he's been around for a while. So it's a good fight for me. It's a fight that I can definitely get up for, because I know he's hungry and he's probably going to want to come make a bigger name for himself. But the British title's on the line, and that's all I'm really looking towards. I'm looking for that. I don't really care about his O or his scalp or whatever. It's just whoever I have to face for that title, win it back and move on. Like earlier this year, I put out a list of names of what I wanted to fight. Any of those names would be the perfect name for me, because they're like fringe world level kind of guys, either won a world title or boxed for a world title. And that's the kind of the names I want to be in with. That's the conversation I want to be in. Like talking about Denzel, going forward to box for a world title. So those are the names, but I've got to get through this, and I'm confident I'll get through this, and then I'll move on from there.
Well, once the purse bids are concluded, I'm sure we'll get a catch up with you on an official announcement. Just to close off, I would like to get your prediction on a big fight coming up between Eubank Jr and Liam Williams. How do you see that one going?
That's a good fight. I've said it. I think we need to see the old Eubank for this one. If we get the new Eubanks where he's been trying to box and like what he done with Marcus Morrison, I think Williams will find some openings and just stick it on him. But if you get the old Eubanks, we're in for a war, and I think it will be a crazy fight, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Well, so am I. Listen, Denzel, appreciate your time this afternoon, and as I said, we'll speak once that purse bid is done with, all right?
Yeah, all right, nice one, bro.